Hello. It's been brought to my attention that I actually missed something. What I missed is that Frank Delahue had another audio recording. I thought this is the underlined one because this is the main one and this is like a subtitle. But no, it's a separate file, so let's hear it.
This is the audio log of Frank Delahue, engineering manager assigned to power production, dated October 24th, 2145. Reclamation problems continue to plague the main processor. 2 more valve overloads on that unit in just the past week. These overloads can destroy the valves, causing very dangerous fire, jetting with enough heat to incinerate sensitive equipment nearby. To date, we've had only 1 reported injury as a result of these valve failures, and this is due in large part to the quick response of the engineering team. Our procedure of entering the failure code 842 in the operation terminal has proved adequate, and I recommend no changes in that procedure.
So there it is. There is a code 842 to disable that gas leak where I said that we won't be able to survive coming back from it. And we didn't. But I was roaming around that area and I did not find a console to enter it into. But also I was told that this will come in later. Well, then maybe. One way or another, there isn't much that we needed from there, so it'll be fine anyway. I also took that opportunity to roam around again, and it turns out that this is the only correct way to progress the game. There was no coming back from 2, where we came from originally before shit hit the fan. So we're following as it should be. We're not picking up those armor shards because we're full on, but we do have another PDA here with something on it. What? Well, we'll see soon enough. Marcus Stanton, undocumented cargo.
This is Mark Stanton, manifest controller currently stationed at Mars City. I'm not sure who to send this to, so I decided to send it to quite a few people. If you're on the recipient list, please take a moment to review this report. It is quite important. I'm very concerned over the shipping procedures out here. I am the manifest controller, and as such, I need to be informed of everything coming in and out of Mars City. Someone here is subverting my position and preventing me from getting data on things being shipped. This is unacceptable. Not only could this reflect poorly on my upcoming review, but this is my job and I'm tired of being out of the loop. I have no idea who keeps telling the shipping crews to allow things in and out without allowing me to produce or procure the manifest, but whoever it is, it must stop. One of the dock workers actually told me to piss off when I tried to stop one of the last containers from going straight to Delta. I immediately filed a report and will follow up with the transit manager next time I see him. End of log.
Yes, well, there is no code to remember or write down for anything in the future, but just building up the situation. Delta was... Ah, you got radio. I was saying... world building how Delta was dealing with some shit out of the loop, ruining everyone's fun. We're gonna take this because we weren't full on, quite. And we're hearing soldiers, so they're gonna jump out on us like that. Well, we could have waited with the medpack, I guess. Also, that gives us an opportunity to actually use those armor shards. Perfect. I hate leaving resources behind. Also, I've seen a bit of a modding guide about how armor does nothing, while also shotgun is terrible. But I'm not gonna do anything about that. I'm not gonna mod modded files and risk something breaking. I've got my priorities. At least this one died fast, okay. Clip. It's still a magazine, it's not a clip. But we do have some extra ammo for our submachine gun. Obtain an ACO keycard for the access. Hello? Occupied? So this is where we need to go. We're gonna have like a go down the level and then backtrack, I guess. Since we need it right. So, fuck, there's more of them? Oh, yeah, there is an imp. Go away, you can't touch this. Sounds like there's someone alive still. Possibly, it still might. It's like a higher pitch. I don't know. It might not be a marine. Also, what I was trying to say, ACO key, whatever that is. ACO. Oh right, to go right back to the door. Yeah, that explains it. That was difficult to find. Talking about finally. So, I talked about how I'm playing this essentially because I played.
This is Specialist Wilson. My team is gone. They're all dead. I'm running blind here. What are my orders? Over.
Specialist Wilson, this is Sergeant Kelly. Stay sharp, son. Move to your last known RP and fortify your position. We'll find you.
He says, I play this game generally because I played Doom 4 and 5 recently. 5 recently and 4 also, but that's out of the sort of out of the loop. This guy is coming at me with a regular pistol, and I'm wasting my submachine gun ammo on him. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of weapon juggling for me to be efficient with my resources. Right, so this is the area where Betruger was talking about. Oh hey, see, there it is. Sentries have guns, and they still look like creepy spiders. This is the area where Betruger was talking with that Matrix guy, ambassador, and his personal bodyguard. So we're going through here still. Difficulty. I was playing Doom, and you know, it gives you options, difficulty options, straight off. And you could pick easy, you could pick normal, I want this. Or maybe I want, because that's like human footsteps. Unfortunately for you, I've got a flashlight and I'm not afraid to use it. How many more headshots can you take? This is supposed to be a machine gun. Like a submachine gun, but anyway. Machine pistol. It has longer barrels than just a pistol, so there should be more power. I hate it. I hate it when a balance of a weapon is just deal this less damage but faster. This is dumb. Oh hey, you're totally not conspicuous, man. I need to be destroying these bodies because I'm not gonna be sure whether they're not gonna just get up. Well, let me have a good. There we go. I'm gonna have a good look. Offers you difficulties, obviously. Easy, normal, hard. Very hard. And also the turbo. Oh hey, this guy doesn't even have a head. Is that by design or is it like a bug or glitch? And there are still more moans, so we're gonna have to keep our guard up. Have a lot of ammo for pistol, but we can't carry our flashlight with it, because Maud wanted to continue with the mood of the level, unfortunately. So there's this still. Hey, I've got a thing for you. He's got a sub. Yep, I totally wanted to pull out my fucking fists. I need to change that because pistols are more important than fists. Well, we're not playing with that laptop. I'm doing pretty alright. I've got almost max armor and max health, so I'm not gonna blame myself too much with those choices, with those panic choices. Oh hey, more armor. That'll be a waste to pick up all that. That's like a lot anyway. So this is broken. We were outside here, I think. Right. So difficulty, right? Normal, easy, normal, difficult, and then nightmare, ultra nightmare, or like additional difficulty modes where you get only one life. So if you fail, the game is over. And also the enemies, of course, even more difficult than regular. But at that point, I decided. You know, because they described it. It's not descriptive enough when you call it easy, normal, or hard. They give you a little prompt telling you that hard is for veterans, for people who have experience with first-person shooters and maybe even previous Dooms.
Stay where you are. Don't let anyone in that room.
Sound advice.
What was that?
Ah, there goes the advice. Oh well. Also, there's a radio, because it sounds like radio also, but it also sounds like it comes through this vent. The point is, we had a lot of radio chatter on our travel here. Uh-huh. Oh, and this one's on fire too. Listen. And it's also more resilient, you know. Fire gives you fucking resistances, obviously. It's generally beneficial to be on fire, clearly. I guess you're a demon now, so being on fire does give you powers. There's definitely a marine here somewhere, ready to jump at us from a fucking closet. Bye, guy. There you go. It's not too difficult, it's not too difficult. If only I could close off this leak, right? Huh? I hear more moaning. I should pick up this. And maybe even armor now, right now. That's a good reason. So they give you descriptions, so easy is whatever. If you just want the story, that's how they usually describe it. If you just want the story, if you want reasonable challenge, if you want an extra challenge, and if you had watched my series True Solo D&D, you would hear me complain how D&D is easy and I really want the tactical combat challenge. I really want a challenge. I really want to feel like I'm using all my available abilities and utilities to... Oh, hey. And this one's fast too. I bet he's more tanky than... And... Oh, hey, maybe not. This one's stomach just burst. Because that's how possession works. I don't know, he was fat already, so he decided to eat himself. Ouroboros, basically. Hardly makes any sense. Anyway, you know, whatever. Now they're demonically possessed, so they're fucked up and scary. Body horror is scary. I don't know if you know. So now that we've got... Hey, we're slowly... we're slowly, look at this. Pistol, 12 rounds in and 87 remaining, while shotgun is 79 rounds remaining. We're wasting the pistol ammo and getting well in on the better ones. Oh, hey, talking about. Can't touch this. So that's 22 rounds dumped into fucking imp. Meanwhile, pistol was doing pretty fine without such waste. Oh, that's fine. If infirmary, this way probably. It must be a progression in some way, but this is more of a closet, so. More of a dead end. That shouldn't be getting up. Doesn't look like we've got anything in here, does it? Or am I missing a med station maybe? No. There was... Oh hey, there it is. One quote clip unquote. It's still a magazine. But right. For pistols it's bullets. For the pistol it's bullets. As if everything else doesn't fire bullets. Well, not everything, but submachine would be. And submachine gun to distinguish its ammo from bullets. It has a clip. It should be a magazine. Will the minigun get a belt? Probably not. One belt. How many rounds? Just a belt, dude. Don't ask stupid questions. There we go. Med station. We are in an infirmary after all. How about a quick save? So they describe it, right? And in my... Oh hey, fuck. What's the code for this? Oh, maybe this one will tell us. Let's see if there's anything else loose around before we progress from here. I guess not. Listening to audio logs may provide you with valuable information, like codes for restricted access lockers, a high incidence of psychological report. Incidents?
Audio log for Dr. Casian, currently stationed at Mars City.
Wake up, buddy.
I have just left the weekly status meeting here in medical. The most prominent topic was the vast number of psychological issues we are seeing as of late. The number of reports indicates that 10% of the overall base personnel have shown symptoms. As many people will not come in for this type of thing, the number of affected personnel could truly be in the 30 to 40% range. It has even manifested itself here in medical. We have several nurses and a couple of good doctors out for related reasons. I'm going to formally request 2 additional psychiatrists on the next shuttle from Earth. two we have are being overworked, and the content of their sessions with patients is starting to affect them as well. Dr. Casey and out.
We need psychiatrists, not just psychologists. Shit is hitting the fan. We need medication. We need strong drugs to deal with that, apparently. What about patient attack?
Dr. Mark Casian. At 1547, patient Jonathan Wills was admitted after complaining of insomnia and nausea. According to the nurse, Mr. Wills was calm and exhibited no signs of disorder when he was brought to exam room 5. However, by the time I reached him at 10 after 4, his personality had changed dramatically. When I entered the room, Mr. Wills lunged at me with a scalpel he apparently stole from a supply drawer. With the assistance of an orderly, we managed to subdue and sedate him without injury. Mr. Wills was heavily medicated and could not be diagnosed, but in the 20 minutes he was left unattended, he managed to carve 3 symbols in his arm and cut his own tongue into 2 halves. I can only guess at the cause of his problems. I hope that additional psychiatrists arrive soon. In the meantime, in response to this assault, all medical supplies and armaments will be locked in a secure hospital cabinet with the code 347. Dr. Casian out.
347 would be the code for the locker, clearly. Let's deal with that right now. 347. Right. Of course, medical needs fucking ammunition for firearms, obviously, but armor and weapons and health is not something we need right now. So we're gonna come back here, maybe if I'll remember, or also if we're hurt enough to bother. I really want to utilize everything at my disposal to really feel like I'm taking on the challenge. I really need to learn this thing and use what I've got. Otherwise, you know, you can really fall into just using one weapon. Barely any consumables and you're winning anyway, which I will come back to in just a moment, but in the meantime, let's go back to the PDA and check actually user emails. Jordan Kennedy, patient attack. Mark, thank you for sending me the audio report. I wish the news was better. The news is plural. I will coordinate with our colleagues here on Earth to find additional staff and resources to assist. Given the situation there, it isn't going to be easy. You may be on your own for a while. My advice to you, continue to document everything you can, attempt to find the root of the problem, and for goodness sakes, stash weapons and medical supplies for yourself in case things get worse. I'm glad to hear you've already taken some precautions by locking some supplies in that cabinet. I hope it is enough. I appreciate you including the code in your report, and it will keep you secure. Also, yeah, the guy cut his tongue in 2 halves with a scalpel that he stole. I know, being on Mars, away from the family, earning fat dough, I guess, it's volunteering and difficult environment conditions will get you more pay. So I bet it was the perfect moment for him to finally do the radical body mod that he always wanted and get himself the split snake tongue. Yeah, Sarah Holston leaving? Mark, I hear that you're leaving Mars. I'm happy that you'll be able to spend more time with your family, but I am very worried about this deteriorating situation here. We're short-staffed already. Your departure will be a big loss. Yeah, well, I don't care. I'd like to not die rather than to take care of people who are trying to stab me with stolen scalpels. Speaking of which, I've noticed that Zach in operations has been behaving more and more erratically. Since talking with you, I'm not sure if I'm being overly sensitive or if he has caught the bug going around. I swear he tried to bite me today. In your absence, is there anything I should do, Sarah? I bet Sarah's hot and biting her was sexual and not just because he's possessed. Obviously, right? It's better that it's a case of sexual assault and not just demon possession, right? I'm sure. Marcus also has emails, I assume, so let's come on over to him. David Robbins, would you believe? Chainsaws? Oh, hey, chainsaws, huh? Marcus, those morons at Mixum have done it again. I requisitioned a crate of jackhammers. What we got were several crates of chainsaws and no jackhammers at all. What the hell were they thinking? Chainsaws serve no purpose on Mars. I'm sending these back as soon as I get the time. Meanwhile, I would appreciate it if you could lodge another complaint with Mixum and expedite my jackhammers when they do arrive. Dave Robinson. they're called Mixum. Of course they will mix them, right? It's not pun on my part, it's on theirs. Blame them. Ray Gerhardt. Farewell for now. If you're receiving this email, you are awesome and you are, as if you wish, you are someone I worked with. This is a generic message. I approve of this campaign or product. You are someone I worked with while here on Mars and have made an impression on my life. I want you to know I'm leaving Mars and UAC to pursue other opportunities after one last assignment tomorrow in Delta Labs. I will miss you terribly and I will think of you often. I'm sure the friendships I've made here will last the rest of my life and I will be sure to keep in touch. As soon as I have a new address, I will forward it along. I hope you will join me in the Mars City kitchen for a drink tomorrow evening. My shuttle leaves first thing on 11th, 16th, which is 16th day of 11th month. That will be November. And I think to miss my last chance to see you. Until next time, Ray Greyheart. And of course, he won't be arriving there because it's right. What's my date? User email 15. Yep, shit hit the fan day earlier. So there you go. You're not going anywhere. User email still. We've got one more. Duncan Matthews. Any idea who this guy is? Farewell for now. Yeah, see, new guy. I think he may be the funny-looking dweeb from Alpha Labs, but I always thought his name was Alan. Are you going to go have that drink with him? I wouldn't normally, but if he's buying and other people will be there, it might be fun. Yeah, exactly. It seems like a template. That makes it double suspicious because that makes it seem like he's a forced volunteer, that he's gonna be sent one way into hell rather than just, applying to test. But hey, free drinks, obviously. Yes, okay, so that should be all, and we don't have anything new personal, right? That's what we've downloaded. Plasma gun. Yep, right. So difficulty, I'm definitely complaining about D&D being not difficult enough for me, so I want more challenge. And once I started playing Doom 5, and they provided me with this option of getting, generally just any difficulty. Ah, shit. Not fists, not fists. Fucking, I always get that. I think myself to be good enough to navigate fucking places. Oh, fists. Deal more damage and avoid armor. I think that's about time. I don't know which one was I shooting already. The door is locked. No, that's the wrong door. Die already. Take cover. There we go. Do a flip. Right. So at least we're gonna utilize more resources. Good. There we go. D&D, it's pretty easy, and you've got a group of 5 people. It's hard to challenge you, especially when you get higher level. So when they when the difficulty came up, I recalled that, oh hey, I picked up something. I'm picking up adrenaline, I think, but I have no idea what the fuck does that do. Lets me sprint for longer? Why would I need that? It's fine. And I also need to move slowly to, fuck, that was a waste. And I also need to move slowly to search the place thoroughly. Yeah. Oh hey, he just choked him out. And I think the guy was not possessed this time. Maybe he was new as well. I recalled myself complaining how I wanted the challenge, so I decided to actually this time take the challenge, and I went with a higher difficulty, at least hard. Oh, we're getting a call. It'll wait. Is this opened yet? Fuck, enter access code, and we don't have that access code, and there is shit in here. You think we can find it? Let's run around. Ah, there we go. There is the data pad, but I won't be able to reach it like this. I think I'm gonna have to go all the way around, the other way around. Yeah. So I took the challenge. I decided it's about time, since I complained about it, it's about time I just start playing games on hard difficulty. All of them. Because I usually just play on normal because I want to avoid... Yeah, like, you know, I want the challenge, but I also don't really want the frustration. And there's that. Is this flaming hard enough that it will kill me? Do I need to disable the valve somewhere as well? Or can I just crawl under? It feels like I won't be able to just crawl under. Or I will be. Okay, I'll take that. Obviously, I'll take that. What do I want? Something close. Right, that's still closed. There we go. So we're gonna read that in a moment. So I took the challenge. And I played Doom on hard. And it wasn't really that hard. It wasn't really that hard. Then the next game I played is Darksiders 3, which I also played on hard. And it wasn't that hard either, you know, it was supposed to be, it's very clear that there is a lot of influence, it's heavily influenced by Dark Souls, with the Souls mechanic, with this essentially soul, like a blood stain that remains after you die, but you don't really lose the souls that you would lose if you die again before picking them up. So it's more forgiving, but the mechanics are there. You die, you lose the souls, but you have to pick them up again. You've got like an item that allows, an item that allows you to heal quickly, but it has limited charges, and you've got consumables instead to heal up, and also you've got consumables that boost your other attributes like resilience or speed of attack. Didn't really use that at all, basically. I just used the Estus, unfortunately, and maybe a few weak healing crystals because my health didn't start high. I also played glass cannon, so I didn't bump much health on difficult. And the biggest trouble the bosses gave me was the gluttony. So it's like near the end boss. Oh, near the boss, nearing the final bosses, like the two last ones, which was kind of bullshit because it had unavoidable attacks and you were supposed to just run far away. And as soon as you learn that you really need to keep your distance, then the fight becomes quite easy actually. And the one that was really problematic was Lust, when she convinces the angel to fight with her. So then you've got two bosses, and that's the only time I really used a lot of consumable healing items. And I used one other consumable which gave me resilience, which is, you know, greater armor essentially, more damage reduction. And then it was good enough, one and done. So overall, the game wasn't really difficult. The game has Dark Souls influences, but shit was basically easy. Oh, the third boss that was kind of problematic was the final boss in the DLC of the Crucible. No, the Void, Keepers of the Void. But the biggest trouble with Darksiders, both 2 and 3 actually, is that when you're just mashing the attack and comboing into oblivion, you can't really do the dodge anytime. You have to stop mashing, and only then the dodge will essentially read as an input, because it feels unreliable. You're trying to hit things and then dodge, and the dodge input doesn't register. Basically, it's not taking priority over attacking, so you're lost in your attacks and then you get hit. And with me having not too much health, it was often a problem. Like when it was frustrating, when it was difficult, it was frustrating. When it wasn't, it was basically easy. You can slip up if you think you're too tough, and you can take it quickly. You can get overwhelmed, but basically on hard it's still quite an easy game. So seems like hard modes are not gonna be that much of an issue. The first thing that I played really on the hardest difficulty was Call of Duty 4, because you get the stage where you run around, like the tutorial, and they'll gauge your performance. The faster you run through the course, the higher difficulty they'll suggest to you. And you know, it's competitive from the get-go, so I want to get the best time. I get the best time. They suggest, oh well, you're clearly good enough to play on the hardest difficulty. So I did, and it was kind of frustrating. But I did play it, I did finish it, and it wasn't that long to finish either. So I guess it's fine. I'm gonna have to be playing games on hard, and I'll continue playing games on Let's Plays on normal, because, you know, distractions walking around. Right, so what would be the code? We don't want that. We want that.
Audio report on troop morale. Morale here is beginning to drop. It's nothing to worry about yet, since I keep my Marines sharp and ready to go.
30 to 40%.
Are wearing on the troops. There have been a lot of things happening here on the base. I believe the UAC experiments being performed here must be the cause. Out here, they could be experimenting on God knows what. There are quite a few people missing. And no Marines, of course. It's the civilian population I'm referring to. Bottom line, whatever it is they have going on here has my men on a razor's edge. At this point, there is no cause for alarm, but I am requesting we rotate squads every 90 days instead of every 180. I will continue to report as the situation develops. It is good we have the new Marines en route. Fresh faces will help. Sergeant Tyson, out.
Yeah, that's the thing that I didn't finish. There was a lot of radio chatter with the alarm and the red lines, and one of them is talking how or was it Sergeant Kelly? Someone specifically says, shit is going down, but we've lost only a few Marines, and only some are wounded, and we're going across all these tunnels, and we're just coming across Marines that want to fight us. So we're killing them, but the point is, it's either that the Marines are easily fighting off the forces of hell, and we're not that special, or they're all possessed, but they're still read as alive and not wounded. So, something to consider for someone, the devs, whether they were clear enough or not, or for you to notice.
Audio report confirming new troop deployments for the Mars City Marine Facility, October 30th, 2145. The new troops will be arriving within a few days. I've started a series of training exercises focusing on close quarters small weapons combat, as well as instituting mandatory refresher courses on all munitions and weapons in our armory. In response to the large number of security breaches and general feelings of ill will around the base, I've doubled security details, placing 2 Marines at each checkpoint. This additional presence should help calm things down.
It didn't help.
I expect that the incoming Marines are not quite as green as the last deployment. They've turned out okay, but some combat experience will go a long way right now. Sergeant Tyson, out.
Oh shit, maybe in the email. Hopefully, because I'm still not getting the code. PFC hangar, private force. What? No, what company? Private force company? So Sergeant Tyson, I have been a major supporter of putting sentry bots on routine patrols. In the past, they have proven to be very reliable. That changed today. I witnessed 2 of our guys doing maintenance on a bot in Mars City. While having it only partially assembled, they activated its sensors to test their repairs. All of a sudden, the sentry locked onto one of the Marines as an enemy and began firing at him. If the ammo had been loaded, that Marine would have been killed. Thankfully, the other Marine was able to immobilize it quickly. What does it matter if he was able to immobilize it quickly? There was no ammo. Like, understandably, this is procedure was upheld, ammo was gone, so plus for that. Testing, I guess you should have testing, that's fine, especially when you've emptied the gun, so it's fine. Why are you subduing it? It was trying to shoot and it had no ammo. It was pretty safe actually. It was fine. Like the only other thing that you could have done better is point the gun into safe direction or like pin it down in the first place instead of just getting rid of the ammo. So the sentry bot is powerful, but maybe too powerful. What's the concern? That it will kill the opposition too well? Are we expecting only infantry? But if it kills infantry too well, what's the concern? What do you mean too powerful? Is it capable of taking down tanks and ships? Probably not. Probably it's not too powerful. It won't blow holes in your structures. Why do we need that much firepower in Mars City? Well, because there is demon experimentation apparently. Except for the odd report of individuals going a little crazy, we don't have many problems. Do we really? Not many problems. Only 30 to 40% psychological issues. Do we really expect the sentry bots to know the difference between someone having a bad day and someone gone mad? Like, how do they? Don't we have like electronic tags? But that would be easy, right? Like an AR strobe. Again, able to be experienced in Call of Duty game. But it was able to target the crazed Marines, so I guess it's working fine. Or maybe it was targeting the other Marine because it was already sort of, susceptible to possession, so it was eliminating it. Or maybe it was already possessed but dormant. You don't know. How did it detect it? Gaydar. Do we really expect the sentry bots to know a difference between someone having a bad day and gone mad? I hope you can talk to Sarge about this before something worse happens. Sergeant Tyson, something Sergeant. Don't ask me. We have a new troop inbound to replace Alan. He will be arriving on the next transport. Be sure to get the manifest filled out for his first issue, Sergeant Kelly. Central Security, that might be it, yeah? No? Yeah? Yeah, there is. Hopefully. Due to upcoming personnel transfer, we will be changing the weapons storage code in Marine Command to 584. The change will take effect on November 15th. Just so happens to be today, technically. 584. I already blew it. 584. Did I say 584 or did I say 845? Whatever. I'm here. Armor is too much, health's full. I can always pick up ammo. I don't know if there are limits to that. I'll be picking up as much as I can. Pistol, low. Shotgun, not low. Sub, very much not low, but it blows through ammo as if it's fucking 22 long rifle. Right, so armor would be too much. There is a call incoming, and that will be it for today. We're gonna pick it up in the next episode of this that I'm playing for you for free, or something else. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your friends. Subscribe, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.